live stream. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, the lady left, huh? After whipping my ass. Typical. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. All right. We're live, Instagram. Hell yeah. Let me fix this shit. Oh, dang, it's working. We live on Instagram now, too. Talking that shit. All right. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. We're in our Discord. Damn, it's going down. Let me pull up the Instagram shit, too. What up, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all that good shit. Finally got all the streams working, I think. Let me know. Pretty sure. I like that temperature. Let me turn that temperature. Yeah, I like that a little bit. It's too orange. There we go. That's right. My skin pale as shit. Special Not Rare on Instagram. What up, G? Big chilling today. It's Monday. It's the day off ski. Thank you, thank you. Got the Instagram running off of Streamlabs and the FX3. So everybody up to today on this beautiful Monday? It looks like we got like an atmospheric river headed towards us in Washington. Just thought I'd just get on here and talk some shit. What up, Uli? The Wolf of Pike Street, baby. We gotta change your name, dog. Change your name to the Wolf of Pike Street right now, bro. I think that's such a dope name. Uli, you be gaming or what? Unk for sure. I definitely am Unk though. Just got off work, Zach. Nice. Zach, do you game? It'd be nice to find a group of homies to game with. Sky's been gaming with me. He gamed with me last night. But we have a Discord, and we have 3 channels in the Discord. One is for in real life streaming. The other's for podcasting, like what we're doing right now. And then the other one is for gaming. So yeah, I'm trying to get some homies that want to game this winter. That'd be nice. Cause we stream. You stopped gaming, going full mode on stocks. Hell yeah, nice, brother. Wolf of Wall Street. What up, Badger? Shout out to Badger over on the East Coast. Chilling. I finally got all. I'm figuring out all this live streaming shit slowly but surely, with like the vertical streaming and all that good stuff. Complicated, man. Technology, man. All these fucking cores and stuff, man. Ooh, that shit loud as hell, boy. Damn. Need to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Badger, what's going on? I hope you're having a good, decent holidays, brother. Amanda Squove, Priscilla Santos on YouTube. Looks like some bot shit. Blooms and balloons, florals. Streamlab better than OBS. I bought Streamlabs because of the multi-streaming and being able to vertical, like dual, like you can have a vertical and you could have a landscape. You can have both of those, dual output or whatever. I don't know. It seemed like Streamlabs is a little bit more stable and stuff like that. I was using OBS when we first started, and it was cool for a bit, and then at some point I just switched over to Streamlabs, and I just bought the shit because I thought it was going to be better. And in some ways it is. I think it's pretty dope. Residential, freezing to death. Damn, I feel that. No, Streamlabs was pretty dope though. But I'm paying for like the premium version or whatever. It's like a couple $100 every for like a year or two or some shit like that. I don't know. But you get multi streaming, so you can stream to all the platforms. You can stream vertical and horizontal. You could probably do that stuff. I don't know if you could do that stuff on OBS. I think you can maybe, but it takes a little bit more technical knowledge. I think Streamlabs is supposed to be a little bit easier, but yeah, so we're using Streamlabs for everything except for TikTok. TikTok Studio came out on MacBook not that long ago, so that's how we're finally able to stream on the nice camera on TikTok. Somebody said on YouTube, no offense, but your voice sounds weird to me. Huh. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Zach, not heavily. I hit up Fortnite with my oldest two kids when they're playing. Nice. Yeah, they busted out that Simpsons update like last month, and I was playing the shit out of that. I'm still playing the new one they just put out too, but I wasn't a big Fortnite guy until recently. But it's like I enjoy it. It's like not as I don't know, other games that are more realistic. I feel more pressure to win, so I think I have fun playing Fortnite because it's not as high pressure because it's like cartoons and shit. You know. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I'm enjoying Fortnite lately. Hey, no problem. Yeah, but I was using OBS before this. Nothing wrong with it. And before for we really blew up on TikTok too. We This is our second account on TikTok. Our first one got shut down for fighting and stuff like that. So like I said, this is our second TikTok account. The second time we've blown up on there, but we blew up really from the live streaming and people watching us work at busy nightclubs and bars and stuff. So, but yeah, the stream definitely has improved, and it's cost money. That's for sure. You got to invest. Bro got that audio before bed voice. Don't listen to the haters. That's funny. Most people tell me they like my voice. Tori Weber said, "Yeah, you're welcome" in caps. That's funny. Huh? It is what it is. Yeah, most people like my voice. It's weird. Special, not rare. That's how you found us. Yep, yep. Yeah, the live streaming definitely has gone hard, and it's helped us out a lot for sure. Man, we've been thinking about moving, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we have to move. My lease is up here in January, and so we're moving. But we've been thinking about where we're gonna move. Are we gonna stay in Seattle? Are we gonna move to another city? Been debating it tough, man. The two cities I mean, the three places I'm looking at outside of Seattle would be Las Vegas, Phoenix, or Southeast Florida. We lived in Boynton Beach, Florida before, and we loved it. Um, and I have connections in all three places, but I have more connections in Vegas and in Florida. But yeah, chat. What do you guys think about that? Now I have a wife and three kids, all girls, and they're younger. What do you guys think about us moving to those out of those three places, or I guess four? So Seattle and those three cities. What would you guys think about that? Lechero, if I ever get famous, you want me to narrate every movie you're in? Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, what are the positives if anybody lives in these areas or knows of these areas? What are some of the positives and negatives of living in places like Las Vegas, Phoenix, or well, I've lived in Florida already, so I know that one. What would be the positive and negatives of living in a place like Vegas or Phoenix for a family specifically? Now I know it'd be okay for security. There's action out there, right? But for a family, I want to know like what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is dying. Yeah, that's all I've heard too. I've heard. So I have a bunch of people that follow us all over the country, obviously, and like I've talked to some people in Vegas. They've said the same thing, especially with the strip. It's just way too expensive. But then I go on TikTok Live and I see Fremont is pretty busy and stays busy. So I'm like, ah. And then I have a buddy out there from Hawaii who's bodyguarding now. Shout out to Paul Zeus. Uh, And then I have a couple buddies I played football with in college that are from there that have families too. So, um, and then I've got a couple job offers out that way. So that's why I've thought, and it's a lot cheaper to live out there. So that's why I've thought about it. But yeah, I don't know much about Vegas and about Phoenix as far as family life, living for when having a family and all that stuff goes. So, but yeah, I've heard Vegas is doing. I've heard everywhere is rough right now. Vegas, Phoenix. I've just heard it's rough everywhere right now. So I don't know. Brian Price said, yeah, he voted for Obama. Who the guy who said, yeah, you're welcome. Maybe this is the YouTube comments. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's why I'm trying to get some of my other shit popping too. The Run the Fade podcast. We're looking for a gym to team up with in the Seattle area to start that up in the spring. You've heard good things about family life in Phoenix. We have everything in Phoenix. Take that how you want. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence about living in the desert. I don't want to live in the desert. I'm gonna be real with you. We've always lived. I'm from Seattle, so I've always been around some kind of water and ocean. And that's why I like Florida too. But it's really it's tropical out there. It's totally different. But I love being by the water, man. Yo, where the torta at? Plotano, what's up, bro? Shit, I don't know. I don't know a damn thing about them tortas. I'm chilling at home. Oh man, but I got on here to talk shit too, though. Man, there's been a little bit of drama. You know what's funny, dude? Is you know what's awesome is how popular boxing has been getting, even among streamers, right? Like when Speed came up here to work, to do his tour thing. I put the scrapyard guys in touch with his manager and set that up. I didn't know he was gonna box. We thought he was just gonna referee, but that that just shows like how mainstream boxing is now, and so it feels like a good time to start the Run the Fade podcast, and I was inspired to start that because ever since I've become a online person or whatever, right, I've opened up myself to the public, and with that has come a lot of good but some negative, obviously, and I've had a few people that I thought were friends, like in real life, that are influencers in Seattle, like totally switch up on me over some online drama that really isn't even true. And so these same people I asked to talk to me in front of a camera, like to live stream and have a conversation instead of like throwing stones and running away type shit. I don't know. People in Seattle are super passive aggressive though, super passive aggressive. But anyways, as you can see, boxing is becoming very popular, and debating is also very popular, right? And a lot of people online have opinions. So Run the Fade podcast. The concept behind that is that we get two people to sit at a table across from each other, and they debate on various divisive subjects. Whether you have a personal beef or whether you guys disagree about, let's say, one person thinks abortion is healthcare, the other person thinks abortion is murder. I want people to sit at a table and debate for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then after that, go into a boxing ring and box for three 1 minute rounds. Even one minute round is fine if they're really not about it or whatever. But that's the concept for Run the Fade podcast, and I've called out I think three other security guards now in Seattle that are all big guys. None of them are little by any means. That have done me wrong in the past to go on the Run the Fade podcast. They're all scared, bro. And and what I was touching on people talking shit earlier, it's like Cortese, I guess, has been me. I've been going back and forth with him online a little bit because he's one of the people that when all this drama unfolded online, he was like, "We can't be friends anymore." In some Instagram DMs, I was like, "Bro, we've been homies for like way over a year. What are you talking about?" And he knew my positions too, well before this online thing happened. And I was like, "Why can't we just talk on live, like in front of a camera, like normal human beings, about this?" And he basically was like, "No, the Latin people mean too much to me, blah blah blah, or whatever, whatever." And that's like our main argument, our main disagreement here, with me and some of these people is like, I'm just really pro America, super pro America, obviously American bouncers, right? And I'm American, and I'm just pro America. So I don't I rub people the wrong way that are super hardcore about their group, whether it's like Black Lives Matter or Latinos or gay people or whatever. Everybody there's a lot of people, especially in Seattle, that champion their group above everybody else. Like their group has to get special privileges. They need special recognition. They need special treatment, and their lives matter than everybody else's lives. And there's a lot of people in Seattle that act like that, and it pisses me off because as an American, I want all Americans to win, right? And that includes every skin color and every ethnicity that is American, right? And there's a lot of people in Seattle that are just like super pro Latino or super pro black or whatever, whatever. And they're so pro that they're like anti white. You know what I'm saying? And half of me is white, the other half of me is Native American and Mexican. And so because I'm presenting as white, people will come at me and be like, yeah, he's a racist or whatever, whatever. Hold on. You gotta push it up, babe. Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I just want to see Mommy.
Oh, you just want to see mommy? Sorry, she went to go get Sissy.
Oh.
Not bad, y'all. But people are just dumb. But me and that dude were homies for like a year. What?
This on me.
Ouch! What happened? You got bruises?
No, this is a bug bite.
Ow!
I have one too right here.
Ouchie!
3 of us have one bug bites right here.
Mm-hmm. What
I
time
think
is
a mosquito come to
Mosquito
me
come.
back. I think he did. Could be a bug.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm talking to the whole internet right now.
Okay. See you later, Daddy.
Yeah, so anyways, so yeah, me and this dude were homies, and then there was a big falling out, and he was like saying I'm not a friend of the Latin community, all this bullshit, and I felt like him not talking to me and like being willing to like just treat me like a man and speak to me. He was more afraid of like damaging his image or whatever, than maintaining our friendship, and that resulted in a snowball effect, which basically led to us not being at Cultura and live streaming anymore. It added to that. Um, and it's made Capitol Hill less safe because when we were out there live streaming, but bro, we had the camera pointing at the venue, right, and that camera could also move around, so we'd often film around the street, and we had a 360 camera up in front of the door, and my guys wore body cameras, so people were very aware that we were filming, and that made people afraid to come there and commit crimes. It made that block safer. So when Cortese made the decision to like be like fuck you and try to cancel me or whatever, he effectively helped get us off the block, and he helped make the neighborhood less safe. And I think he should definitely he has a role to play in that. And then on top of it, and that's not even the real reason why he's getting heat online from people. He's getting heat online from people because he has made posts about gaslighting people who are talking about how unsafe Seattle can be. He's made videos where he's like, "It looks really unsafe here, guys," basically clowning on people in Cap Hill, or people that have talked about the how unsafe Seattle is. And so he deserves all the heat that he's getting. And if he only cares about Latin people, or if Latin people are, obviously he cares more about Latin people than anybody else, right? Because that's what he identifies as. But I just and I think he's Latinx, not Latino. So there's a difference. I think that I don't know. People are just corny, bro. And it's like, if he really felt that strongly about the way he feels, why wouldn't he talk to me? And why wouldn't he talk to me in front of the camera? Like, I don't know why these people thought they were just gonna be able to call me a racist and all this fake bullshit, like, and slander me, and just I wasn't gonna say anything, or I was just gonna let it go. Fuck that, dude. That is fucking bullshit. We didn't do anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, I've got beef with these guys, and I've called them out for Run the Fade podcast, and a lot of them don't want to be on it because they're scared. Um, and it's crazy, man, because boxing is not that big of a deal, man. And a lot of the people that I'm calling out are all security for the most part. But oh, thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Sky. That was Willow. New. I'm talking about that right now. Matter of fact, talking about that right now. Hold on. The my damn Instagram though is tripping. My Instagram is lagging super tough. I don't know what's up. Refresh it. Am I still live? Ooh. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. It's just okay, so they can still hear me on Instagram. My camera is just lagging tough. That's weird. Hmm. Okay, so we're still in Capital. We're at Ryan House, but we're not at Cultura anymore. And so what happened was is we started with them when they opened the club, and a lot of things happened over the course of a year. We were there for almost. I was there almost up until the second year anniversary, and a lot of things happened in those 2 years. A lot of shit, dude. The first year was a lot. It was they were way more family business and family oriented, and it was obvious they gave a shit. They gave more of a shit about their employees and their customers and everything. And I think that's because they came from a restaurant background, so they were definitely a little. They cared more when they first started. And I don't know. I think after Osmar committed suicide, um, everything changed after that point. That shit was really fucking raw. Osmar committed suicide in like March. It was like March 20th of 2024, and he lived in an apartment right next door to the club, and he worked for me um, at the nightclub, and he had come up to me like he'd come up to me and started talking to me Saturday night before we found him on the following Wednesday, or I found him on the following Wednesday, and he had like this look in his eyes, like I could tell he was depressed, obviously, and towards the end of the night, he walked up to me and he had his walkie-talkie and his earpiece wrapped up, and he handed it to me and he said, "I'm done." And he looked at me and he just literally had this dead, like this 1,000 mile stare in his eyes. He just said, "I'm done." And I knew exactly what he meant when he came up to me and he said that. And we were really busy at the time, and I was like, "Osmar, if you need to take a break, bro, please just take a break. 10, 20 minutes. I don't care. Night's almost over. We're chilling, bro. Just come outside, relax for a minute, whatever." I was like, just chill, man. Like I knew I needed to talk to him because it was obviously more serious than work. At first, I thought maybe something had happened at work, but so eventually I got a little break in the busyness, and he was out there standing with me, and he starts talking to me a little bit. Well, he didn't even want to talk really. He had like his eyes were watery, and he wanted to cry. I knew my boy needed a hug, and it was it, so the issue was is he was dating this girl. I don't want to say her name, but he was dating this girl who used to work at the club, and she used to do the door and collect the money. And this girl was dating him and one of the club owners and other dudes in the community at the same fucking time. And then she would like me and her talk quite a bit because I was at the door. So she would like cry. She would be like, I don't know what to do. I love them all, and da da da. And when I would talk to her about it, I'd be like, yo, you are gonna get yourself hurt or one of these guys hurt. It's not cool to play with these dudes' hearts like that. Because guys, I mean, like dudes fall in love, man. We're not machines, right? Um, and so that always bothered me. And he was wrapped up in that love triangle situation with this girl, and I knew that had a huge role to play in it because I knew he loved her, like he loved her for real. And when he came outside and we finally started talking, I was talking to him and I was like, "Look, man, like you're young, you're a good looking dude, you don't got no kids, like you're a hard working man, like you have the whole world ahead of you, bro. Like, don't let this girl or anything like steal your fucking light, dude. Like, there's so much more to life. You have so much more life to live, man." And I was like, and I know this is what's one of the things bothering you. And he soaked it in for a couple minutes, but he didn't really say much. And I get called away for something else. And I think I pretty sure I told him I loved him, man, and just chill out. And I remember ending the night. I don't remember the exact last moment I saw him. It had to have been at some point throughout that night, but he lived in the apartments right next door. And so I sent him his pay, I think Sunday or Monday or some shit. But I texted him first, and he didn't answer. And Osmar had gone off a few times and just stopped answering people to go like camping and shit, and take like magical mushroom trips and stuff like that. But so people assumed maybe he had just gone to do that, and so nobody had heard from him Monday, or I hadn't heard from him Monday. I hit him up, I think, again Tuesday, and didn't hear from him. Then I started hitting up other people and seeing if anybody had heard from him. I hit up the girl that I'm talking about that he was dating, and she said she hadn't heard from him since Monday or maybe Tuesday morning or some shit like that. And so I went to work at Cultura that Wednesday night. It was like March 19th, and we closed early because it was dead. And he so I hit up that girl because I didn't even know what apartment he lived in. I knew he lived in the apartments next door though. And when I hit her up, she comes down to the club with her son, who's a little kid, and it's fucking like midnight. And um, I go to the apartment and it has a glass window on the door, and it's like a shatterproof window. And I had to break it to get in, so I spent like a few minutes um, busting in that window, and I got through. And then when I got up the stairs and got to his door, it wasn't open, but it was unlatched. So it was like just just undone. And I recorded everything on body camera just because just I didn't know if we didn't know what was going on. So um, I opened his door. It was completely dark in there, and I went into his room and he was laying on his bed. And yeah, the gun was next to him. I was extremely fucked up. But after that, everything changed after that. Seemed like it everything became more about business. And and don't get me wrong, the Colter family really helped his family out. They took the profits from a whole night and gave it to his family to help get him back to Tennessee to bury him. Um, but that situation was really fucked up, and that the changed the energy at Cultura completely. And it just kind of became more and more about money and less about family or good business or whatever it was about when we first started. So then, anyways, over time, Yeah, shit just got really I don't know, shit got crazy. We got really big online, and um I assumed, because I can get along with everybody even if they have different opinions than me, that everybody could get along with me even if I have different opinions from them. So I think because I made that assumption, and I'm so open about me and who I am and just being a person and talking in general, that that invited in hate from people, right? And that took away from the overall mission of the show, or maybe it didn't. I don't know. It's reality though. But yeah, so long story longer. Over the course of, like, I don't know, 7 8 months, me and Victor, the owner of Cultura, have been arguing every other weekend at least about overpacking the club every Saturday, at least damn near every Saturday. The capacity is like 357 or something like that. We would put in 400 500 people every weekend and just like pack the shit out of it because Victor is money hungry straight up, and it's dangerous. There's a reason why there's a capacity limit to these places. And so, because we were live streaming, we were showing that, and it was showing him telling us to keep letting people in, even though it's packed as fuck. Everybody who's watched our live streams for a while knows this, okay? So, that was the real reason why we're not there anymore. Victor did not want us putting his business on blast, and he didn't want to. He doesn't want to play by the rules. He's greedy. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the real reason why we're not there anymore. They made the online drama an excuse. And the reason why you know it's not that is because when I first started there, I was very open about who I am politically and religiously and all that shit. I had a Mexican flag and I had an American flag with Donald Trump on the back of my truck, okay? Um, and they even told me they voted for Trump too. So it's like they walk that back, of course. They try to walk all that back to save their image, but it's not. It's true nonetheless. That's what they told me. But they had no problem with any of my positions when I first started there, and my positions don't affect my work or the way I treat people at all. Like, I'm there to help people, period. And it doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not. And there's plenty of videos of demonstrating us doing just that, helping people. We don't ask people what their fucking status is before we help them. Like, the notion that I'm racist and all that shit is just completely fucking absurd. And people just say that kind of shit because I like to have hard conversations, and I talk about tough subjects. And my skin is white and my eyes are blue. That's straight up all there is to it. But when it comes down to it, I'm a quarter indigenous. My grandfather was Turtle Mountain Chippewa Cree. So I actually have more of a say than a lot of Americans over the state of this country. I'm a true indigenous American, and I think Americans have the right to have pride in their country and their nationalism for sure. Every other country does. You're telling me it's okay for people to be proud of being Mexican and being from Mexico or being from Somalia or Egypt, anywhere, bro. I think that anybody is allowed to be proud of their nation and their nationality, and it's crazy to tell people they're not allowed to be. Um, but yeah, people are fucking dumb, dude. I'm one thousandth and 9% Indian. I should have more say. But no, so they made the online political drama and shit an excuse to get me up out of there, but that's not the real reason. The real reason is because they want to pack as many people in the club as possible, and he didn't like the way that I checked him on that shit, and I had the right to because that's my security company and that's my ass. You know what I mean? It's his club, but yeah, and the fact of the matter is yeah, that's really what happened. That's really the case, and I have video evidence. I have texts. I have the receipts to prove all this shit. So I'm not just on here talking shit to talk shit without any proof, dude, because that would be very stupid of me. Um, yeah, man. So, hey, DJ Chinnison, appreciate you, my boy. But hold on, my bad, y'all. Yeah, but that's the reason why. It was really a power struggle. So I have all these texts and shit back and forth from me and Victor and me and Ray and Jorge where I'm like, yo, we're overpacking the club. What the fuck? What the fuck? They just don't answer me. Or when we try to control the flow of how many people came in, he would threaten to fire us. And I have all the text showing that too. Before we had the big falling out, he said, I have another security company ready to go if you don't do what I tell you to do. Um, and then he just took my guys. So fuck him. They're pieces of shit for that. I did nothing but protect that family and that business with my life and safety. And we did a damn good job too, and that's a very dangerous block. So yeah, no. I mean, we all started off. The shit started off good, but it ended bad, and it's unfortunate that it did. But that's just what greed does to people sometimes. I didn't change anything. I kept my service the same. I stayed the same throughout the whole thing. Um, yeah, it's really all on Victor, the owner of the club. But you know, yeah, but I don't have money for a lawyer and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do have all this evidence, and we have all these live streams and all the video and audio and stuff. You know, showing that what I'm telling is what I'm saying is the truth. You know what I mean? There's no denying that. If I had to put it all into one video or whatever, you would see everything, and you could see. But yeah, like one of the last text conversations I had with Ray and Victor, it was when I wasn't there, and they were saying, "Hey, we need to let more guys in. We're gonna fire you guys." And then I had my boys take a picture of the inside, and the inside was fucking full, dude. So these guys have been on that shit for a while, and this had been on the horizon for a while. Um, and yeah, that it just is what it is. And at the end of the day, all these people put Latinos above the community as in its entirety, and I don't think that's okay either. You know, um, it's my job to keep everybody safe, right? But yeah. Anyways, a lot of these people have a lot of shit to say, but none of them want to. None of them want to see anybody on a podcast or in a boxing ring or anything. I don't know. It's weird. People are very womanly in Seattle, man. I don't know. It's strange, man. It's strange. But you got millionaire influencers willing to box. You know what I mean? These guys in Seattle are scared. I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah. My damn. See, Instagram be tripping sometimes. And the thing about Cultura is too is they made public statements. Basically, they made public statements on their page about me, basically saying that I'm not for the Latin community and this, that, and the other. And it's just not true. It's not true. I'm just pro American, and that's not. How the fuck is that a problem in America? That is crazy to me. Um, but that just kind of shows you the state Washington is in. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, dude. It is fucking nuts. But yeah, I heard Cortese was online talking about me. Uh, yeah, if he would have just if he would have just talked to me in the first place, like we had talked to each other a million times before in person, if we would have just had a conversation online, all this shit could have got squashed super quickly, and there probably would be no problems. We'd still be on the block live streaming, and Capitol Hill would be a lot safer. You know, and so yeah, he has a role to play, and so does Victor. Victor and that one chick, I don't even know the girl's name that started the whole drama online. I think she's a witch for real. But all those people just, man, yeah, it's all just a lot of narcissistic personalities. It sucks, dude. It's like, how are you mad at bouncers? All we're doing is keeping people safe. Now we're allowed to have personal opinions, and just because we got famous or big or whatever, it's like, I don't know, man. People are just nuts, dude. The pressure is crazy. I was talking about earlier. So he's just a hoe, dude. There's nothing even that's happened between me and him. He's just a bitch, dude. Me and him used to be homies, and when this little drama online started, he wrote me a message on Instagram saying we couldn't be friends anymore, and I was like, "Can we just talk about it like on live? Like, let's go in person and have a conversation like normal human beings, like we had done plenty of times before." But I felt like Melly was writing me, to be honest with you. The way I was being written, it sounded like somebody from HR was writing me. It didn't even sound like Cortese. And but yeah, but nonetheless, he like basically canceled me or whatever because he's super pro Latino and he felt like I was anti Latino, and that helped push us off the block, and that helped make Capitol Hill less safe. And on top of that, um, he made a video gaslighting people that were talking about how unsafe Seattle was. He made a video where he's like, "Oh, look at how scary it is in Capitol Hill," and he was basically clowning on people like me who talk about how unsafe it is there. And then since then, since we left, there have been three shootings within a block, three shooting deaths within a block of that club. A girl has allegedly been roofied and date raped coming out of Cultura. Um, and then across the street some girl got jumped too. So that neighborhood is violent and shit does go down. When we were live streaming and putting everything on the internet, it was safer. Point blank period. There's no arguing that. So when people cite my personal beliefs and this, that, and other, that's complete bullshit, dude. We made the city safer. We made that neighborhood safer 100%. There's no fucking arguing that. There's no arguing that. So for people to try and justify we're glad he's off the block because this, that, and other. It's so fucking dumb, bro. Because look, that girl who got roofied, if we would have been out there live streaming, she could have went back and looked at the video and clipped it and caught the fucking guy on video taking her out of the club. Now that's not a slide on the club. That's it's a slide on the club for taking us out of there for not letting us do what we were doing because we made it safer. Um, but yeah, man, it's just total bullshit. So fuck Cortese, fuck Cultura and Victor and Ray. And Ray was one of the people that was smashing that girl that Osmar was smashing. That's why I don't like him. Um, Fuck all these people, man. They're low character. They're low character people, and none of them want to talk to me on live or have any of these debates because they know they'll look stupid as shit. Um, Dude, and he don't Cortez doesn't want to run the fade, bro. He's not Cortez. Is not like that. The boy wears puka shell necklaces. Okay, he's not built like that, dog. That's why he sits in front of his camera and talks shit and makes posts and stuff. He don't want to have a debate or anything like that. I would debate him. Fuck the boxing because I already know he's not built like that. It wouldn't even be fair. But he doesn't even want to debate anybody. But he feels that strongly about his opinions. It's just people are corny, bro. Fuck them. But Cortese and Victor and Cultura did make that area less safe by getting us out of there. There's no debating that. There's no fucking debating that. A month, literally, been gone for a month, and right after shooting after shooting, just it's fucking pretty obvious that we helped make it safer. So um, yeah, man, these people don't care about anybody but themselves, and it pisses me off as somebody who's paid to protect people. And I don't even get paid a lot, bro. We get paid dog shit, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, so it people like that absolutely infuriate me, dude. Yeah, I would love to debate him and run the fade, but he would never do anything like that. But that's why, yeah, man, it's just funny, bro. It's so funny, and boxing is becoming very popular too. So I don't see why you wouldn't. But and I wouldn't even want to box Cortese just because I feel like it'd be such an unfair advantage on my part. But I'd love to debate him, and I would love to see him debate and box somebody that is his size and skill level. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these people made Seattle less safe. American bouncers made Seattle more safe. No matter how you guys feel about my personal opinions and shit, those are facts that cannot be disputed. So people need to stop leading with their feelings so much when it comes to public safety and things like that. Because man, Seattle's is in sad shape nowadays for sure. Yeah, but Cortese definitely is not built like that. He's not built for run the fade type shit. He's built for puka shell necklaces and talking on. He's built for talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a talking guy. He's not a doing guy. El Taco Boom. What up, 808? But yeah, yeah, the drama. But nah, man, it's really sad what's happened to the block over there, man. It's gotten really bad, dude. People moving towards Ballard instead of Capitol Hill. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah, man. Nah, Cultura really fucked up. I mean, Victor really fucked up, to be honest with you. But that's how money makes people do crazy shit, bro. Like, for real. I've seen it reveal people's character more than a few times. And that's all there is to it. Greed just makes people do fucked up shit, dude, to be honest with you. Um, but there shouldn't be any excuse for that, man. Like they have a responsibility to the public which they serve. And they were doing the right thing when they had us there, and we were doing a great job. So, for them to change it up over some feelings and political bullshit is so stupid. And you could see how much worse it's gotten since we left. It's obvious. So yeah, man. If anybody should be mad, people should be mad at Victor and Cultura and Ray and Cortese, 100%. Um, yeah, I don't know why the fuck people get so mad at me and little personal opinions on whatever is crazy. When all we do is keep people safe and put our lives on the line. For what? For what, dude? For 30 bucks an hour, 40, 50 bucks an hour? Even still, it's like, dude, you could lose your life out here protecting these fucking bars and clubs and bar owners and shit. So the least we fucking deserve is some respect and to have a personal opinion and decent pay. I mean, fuck, dude. Really, I'm trying to make this industry look appealing to young men, and the more people, the more we get treated like this, the less appealing it seems. The less appealing it is in reality, and it's hard for me to convince young men to come out here and protect your businesses when you treat people like the way we got treated. So, what's up, Taylor? And I'm so glad I've been live streaming and putting everything on live, and I'm so glad I've been documenting everything over the last couple of years because the proof's in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? You could see the truth for your own eyes. So yeah, is what it is. 808 Erics. I don't know if you're still in here or not. We need those Grupo fades, brother. Send me messages on who you think wants that want to be on Run the Fade. We could have them Grupo battle and then fade after. That'd be funny as shit. Let me see here. So guys, should we battle some people on TikTok or should we just keep talking shit? Oh man, you know who I called out, bro? I've called out a few people for this run the fade shit. The other people I've called out. So Cortese, I'd rather just debate him. I don't really want to box him. I feel like it'd be too unfair on my behalf. And he's not, like I said, he's not about that life anyways. He's a pussy. But the other guys I called out: Juan Carlos Arriaga, Apex Guard Solutions from Seattle. Him, Royce Hill. Both those motherfuckers owe me the fade so bad, dude. Those are the guys that burned me when I moved to Florida initially. And fucking Royce joined my live on TikTok, and I asked him to join the live to talk to me, and he wouldn't. He dipped after that. But even his ex employees have come up to me talking shit about him. So Royce Hill, and Juan Carlos, you guys both owe me the fade, bro. You owe me the fade. You guys know that. You guys fucking know that. That's why you guys are avoiding me because you're scared. Same thing with Isaiah Needham. You owe me the fade too, buddy. And I know he's scared. Isaiah's a pussy, bro. Jesus. I've never. Yeah, yeah. If you guys hire Isaiah for security, you are a fool. That fool, he is good at the door, but when it comes down to like fighting and stuff, or any kind of real confrontation, he is not about that life. Let me tell you right now, chat. Isaiah is not about that life at all. Matter of fact, Isaiah, Royce, and Juan, none of these guys are really about that life. Because if they were, they would 100% respond to me like that and say, yes, Ramon, we can run the fade. None of these guys are about that life, guys. So don't hire any of them for your security because you're not really safe with them. If you get into if somebody comes to beat your ass and starts hitting you, the most these guys are gonna do is maybe grab them and try to wrestle them. Like these guys, I'm telling you, are not about that life. They're just big bodies, literally. That's it. Um, so Juan Carlos Arriaga, Royce Hill, and Isaiah Needham, all three of y'all need to run the fade with me, man. All three of you guys need to debate me and run the fade with me on mamas, man, for real. And if you guys are, you all do security too, and you're all big guys, bro. So there's no reason why you guys should be afraid of debating me or running the fade with gloves on. Like, come on, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy talk, y'all. You guys are scared, bro, and it is so funny to me, bro. It is so funny to me. Man, what? I got restricted on TikTok, harassment and bullying. People are dumb. Hey, Westside, appreciate you. Nah, I'm saying, but yeah, bro, these guys are not about that life, bro. They're all, oh my gosh. I'm I'm like that's all I want for Christmas. I swear to you guys. I would box Isaiah, Juan, and Royce all on the same day. 160 second round each. I'd get all their asses in the same day. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'd get all in the same day. I don't care, bro. I really don't. And these guys all know that, and they know what I'm about. They know I'm really about that shit. That's why they don't want to run the fade with me. They're scared, to be honest with you. I'm a nice guy, and yeah, I think I'm a nice guy. But man, these guys don't want it, bro. I'm telling you right now. Johnny, that's what I'm saying, bro. People would pay to see this. I know they would. It's exciting. Cortese's just a punk who wears puka shell necklaces. That's all. He's just he's just a girl in a guy's body. I don't know what to say. But yeah, we got restricted. That's crazy. He won't come, bro. He's been avoiding me. Like I said, he avoided me from the jump of this shit, and we were homies for like a year, and we used to talk like every weekend, bro. Be out there bullshitting, like he's not about that, bro. None of these guys are about that life. And Cortese, it's whatever. I already know he's not about that life, bro. My boy wears puka shell necklaces and shit. Got like choker necklaces, my guy. You already know what kind of guy he is, all based off that. Okay, so he ain't about that life. I know that. But Juan, Isaiah, and Royce, all three of y'all should man. There's no reason why these guys should be avoiding me. All three of them are big guys. Juan and Royce are bigger than me. Uh, Isaiah's younger than me. He's a little bit smaller. But you know what I'm saying? None of these guys should be avoiding that, bro. Especially being in the same industry, security industry. Oh, also, I want to. I also am calling out a bodyguard too, Nicodemus Knowledge Strong from Los Angeles. Last summer, he called me talking way too aggressive over a little $200 job, talking fucking crazy to me, dog. So yeah, fuck that motherfucker too. We can run it, bro. I hope to, and I called him out too on Instagram on one of Aiden Ross's brand risk cards on the Instagram. I tagged him in a thing and said we can run it on this, and he blocked me, bro. So there are a lot of dudes out here in the security industry who are faking, bro. Who are pump faking tough, bro. That is not cap, bro. A lot of these cats in the security industry are scared, bro. They are not really about that life. They're big bodies, and that's it, bro. Now, a lot of dudes in the security industry are about that life. I'm not going to, obviously, I know a lot of them, but there are a ton of motherfuckers in this line of work that are just scared little boys, bro, and they are not about that life. And you should not hire them for security because they are not going to protect you when the shit really goes down. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for years, almost 2 decades. I know what I'm talking about. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what's up with the puka shell necklaces. Yeah, but Seattle's full of people that love to talk shit and then hide or whatever. It's wild to me, man. People are wild out here. But boxing and debating shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't know why people are afraid to do that. Instagram, my bad. I think the video keeps fucking up on the Instagram. Sorry about that, guys. I think you guys still have the audio feed though. But yep, a lot of people do it nowadays and they don't fight fairly. That's facts. Yeah, that's why we want to start this podcast up, man. Let's have a fair arena where people can debate their ideas, let the best man win. That's what America has been about. That's what winning is all about. Let the best man win, let the best ideas win. Let that shit let's do that. You know what I'm saying? But we can't get there if people just flat out refuse to have debates and refuse to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about each other and at each other and shit. That's why I'm inviting these guys to debate me or to talk to me on live or to whatever. Like, I don't want to sit here and have to make posts like this or live stream and call these people out. I prefer if they just agreed and come and met me on the podcast and we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, because they're all scared, you got to call them out publicly so they respond. Otherwise, they'll just sit there and they'll act like you don't exist, right? But I do, and we do. And they scared, obviously. Nah, it's just is what it is, bro. You know, it is what it is. What's up, Blue? Life's good, man. How are you doing, bro? If my video feed's all effed up on Instagram, it should be good on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, and Facebook. So if it's messed up on Instagram, guys, go check it out on the other things. But man, yeah, that's the beef that I have with Cortese and with Cultura and all them. They basically were like, look at this white racist dude, blah blah blah, which is not true. I'm only half white, number one, and I'm not racist. Run it up, cricket. Oh yeah, you definitely right about that, brother. The industry is definitely washed in many ways. Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a big problem, and that's why I talk about this sometimes too. Like, why there's a reason why I hire big men. You know what I'm saying? Large men can handle shit. You know what I mean? Big crowds and things like that. Yeah, there are a lot of people in the industry that it's like, fuck, dude, what are we really doing here? You know what I mean? It's just a person in a shirt. But yeah, you write about that, cricket, off Instagram for sure. Oh, streams good on IG. That's good. Whew. Yep. We're just talking shit today.
Dad, I have
Hello.
pizza for you.
Oh my gosh.
Mommy made it.
Hi, how's your day?
Good.
Oh, I love you. It was good. What'd you do at school?
I went to not pee. I went to recess.
Ooh, was that fun?
Mhm.
What'd you do at recess?
I get to catch the boys.
You caught the boys? What do you mean you caught the boys?
I didn't. No. They tried to catch us.
Oh, they tried to catch you? Like in tag?
No, not tag. It's like a real one.
No, the boys can't catch you ever. You're mine. You're my daughter.
No, Redland and Arvin, they have lots of boys.
No.
Their name is Aaron,
No.
Bradley.
No. No, we don't know Aaron or Bradley. Okay, love you.
Love you.
Damn, man, it's already starting, dog. Fuck. She's 5, dude. Hey, thank you, David. Appreciate that. Yep. No, but yeah, there are a lot of people in security. It's like holy shit, and it's because a lot of people don't value security. You know what I mean? They think it's low skill labor, and you know, that's a narrative that people have to fight against a lot. You have to prove that you're more than just security nowadays, damn near. But yeah, man, no, that is a shitty part of the industry. Is a lot of people are in it that it's like, what are we doing here? And then the pay, you know what I mean? A lot of places are paying just garbage, so It's it can be tough. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Well, I'm about to eat some of this pizza. I'm hungry as shit. But yeah, for anybody who's in Seattle, y'all know Royce Hill. If you know Juan Carlos Arriaga or Isaiah, tell them to stop being scared and come see Big Moan on Run the Fade. All of them are scared. All of them are big as fuck. None of them should be scared. And they all honestly got a shot. Not like I'm Superman, but yeah, man. Anybody knows those guys in Seattle? Tell them to run the fade. Stop being scared. Should we battle some people TikTok? I feel like we should battle some people. I'm live on Instagram though. Hold up, fuck it. Let's battle some people. Try 419. Damn, nobody's trying to battle today. Oh, Homegirl's online. Maybe I'll get on there with her. What's up, chat? What's everybody up to today on this beautiful Monday? Shit, about to rain hella here in Seattle. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's because my shit is on 10-minute restriction, huh? Just got home from work, relaxing with your daughter. Nice, bro. Mine's chill. I slept in. I worked last night, so I stayed up. I stayed up way too early this morning. I was up until like 6 in the morning, dude, almost damn near 7, playing fucking Fortnite in the sky. It was awesome. Damn, maybe I need to restart my TikTok or something. I don't know. But what time is it? 4:22. All right, I'm gonna get up off of here, guys. I'm gonna go spend some time with the wife